Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to tackle the final Maverick for this game. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Boomer KUWANGER. Now, I played this game as a child. And I could, again, not doing Buster only, but I could beat everybody. Even with his weakness. As a kid gave me shits. As an adult, fine, I can beat him with his weakness, no problem. But when I first tried to go after him, it was just so difficult to do. Here we go. Also, he's a Japanese beetle, I know. Boomer KUWANGER. Also, another very good theme song. I love this. I hate this level, but I love this soundtrack. Oh my god, it's so good. Alright, I'm just going to take the damage. I don't care. These things are the worst. If you let them be the worst. No sense in killing everything in this one. So here's the gimmick for this one. You see this little thing falling around? If you touch these guys, they're fine. But basically, don't touch the red lasers. Touch the red lasers. You get hit with that guy. It's not too bad if you get hit, but, you know, just don't let it happen too much. Chip damage is the worst kind of damage. There we go. And we're going to build up. I should have... Oh, well. Alright, here we go. This part's a little annoying. In that you're going upwards. And you're going to get crushed. Oh, you're not going to get crushed. You're going to get spiked to death. And you got these assholes. Don't try to kill them all. Just keep looking up. Just take the damage. Oh, like, I almost died there. Not that difficult for that to happen. Alright, so that's the worst of it. Level's already almost over, I think. We got these weird little echidnas things. I really like this stage, though. You're climbing up a, like a lighthouse tower. Very vertical. There's one thing I'll say about X is what I'll say about the level design for at least the first Mega Man X is that they really went out of their way in a lot of aspects to make you go vertical to show off the new wall jumping mechanics and just how much more mobile and how much more advanced Mega Man X. Because, you know, I know people can like classic Mega Man all they want, but he's in terms of like he's an inferior model. He's not like there's a fan game that showed it perfectly, which I think I mentioned. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before, which is Mega Man Limited, in which the final boss is a unfinished Zero, and how even in an unfinished Zero state. Alright, we're gonna destroy that first. So you need a special weapon to get this. You can use Boomer KUWANGER's weapon to get it, or I'm gonna try it this way, which is basically use the Shotgun Ice's special powered up, which basically you do that. That's supposed to work. Doesn't work, then we'll just go for another time. Well, that's the one thing I hate about it, is that right there. Alright, you know what? To not waste time, I'll just beat Kuma. I'll just beat Boomer KUWANGER and then come back with it, because we got another weapon anyways. Also, if you're watching this, let me know what's your Maverick order, because I know I've pretty much shown it. Usually I do Sting Chameleon, Launch Octopus before Sting Chameleon. So I'm curious to hear what anybody's different, like what's your... Like for me, it's always Chill Penguin, Storm Eagle. Those are not interchangeable. Storm Eagle and Flame Mammoth are interchangeable, but it's usually Chill Penguin, Storm Eagle, Flame Mammoth, Spark Mandrill, Armored Armadillo, Launch Octopus, Sting Chameleon, and then Boomer KUWANGER is always last. Boomer KUWANGER can be last too, like feel, but here we go. This guy likes to teleport. He basically he likes to do that, and that shit hurts. Like his signature move that you get from him is the boomerang, but I feel like I don't know, like initially maybe this might have been like a Gutsman weapon. He might have been like a Gutsman clone because he likes to grapple you. Yeah, that does so much damage. Although if you're in frame, if you have invincibility frames and you're next to him, so I guess it's good to get hit by him before. Holy crap! No! Oh, if that didn't have that damage, yes! Holy shit! One attempt! Holy shit! Holy shit! Chip damage! I did it! For the first time in my life! Maverick busted only all the Mavericks. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for final area. Shit. Holy crap. We get this cool little cutscene. Finally, we found Sigma's fortress. As a kid, when I first got here, I was like, who the hell is Sigma? Who in the blue hell is this Sigma guy? Let's go in and put an end to this war against the humans. Wait, what plot? Like, there's so much, like... One thing I like about Maverick Hunter X is, like, it gives you the story. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. That is who we're going after. Sigma, leader of the Mavericks. Originally a Maverick Hunter. Then through spoiler-specific story reasons, and there are actual story reasons, that's just me saying, like, made-up shit, he turns Maverick and basically decides humanity is a waste, that Maverick, or Reploids, rather, are the next... he's basically kind of like Magneto, in a way, where he believes his way of living is right, and what he's doing is right. So, he pretty much believes that. He's the final boss, he's difficult. But before you get to Sigma in traditional Mega Man fashion, you have to fight through, I want to say it's 3 or 4 Sigma palaces. But before we do that, we're going to do a little cleanup. First, we're going to go to Sting Chameleon stage. Now, earlier we saw that if you beat Chill Penguin and then you go to Flame Mammoth stage, what happens is the entire area is covered with ice. And if you go to Spark Mandrill stage, after you fighting Storm Tornado, Storm Eagle, what happens is you can see Storm Eagle's ship that crashed into his base, which is pretty cool. So if you beat Launch Octopus, and then you come to Sting Chameleon, this happens. Basically, this part gets flooded and allows you that extra jump, and now that gives you that Maverick piece. So there's that. So from there we can exit. Again, this is cleanup time, essentially. Alright, and then, so next up we're going to go to Spark Mandrill. And then for Spark Mandrill's one, again, don't need to worry about here. Again, for Spark Mandrills, you cannot... if you weren't able to get the heart tank from here earlier by jumping like how I did earlier in previous parts, you can come back and use the Boomer KUWANGER or the Boomerang Cutter. What you want to do is you want to jump down, and then boom, there you go. All right, so now we have 4 sub tanks. Alright, and then now we gotta go back to Boomer KUWANGER stage. I have to revisit this class gym. So, yeah, and you're gonna want to do this because for the final area, you're going to want everything. You're gonna want all 4 sub tanks. You're gonna want all heart tanks. You're going to want all armor pieces. You do not want to go unless you're absolutely ridiculously good at the game. And I've seen no hit. Have I seen a no hit? I've seen armorless 0% runs in this game. I am not that good. So if you're a first-time player of this game, you're going to want all the upgrades. You're going to want all the heart tanks. You're going to want full sub tanks. You're going to want everything on your side because go ahead and spoil a little bit of it. Starting with Mega Man 2 and onward, I believe, because I haven't played too much Classic, and it's been so long since I played Mega Man 1. There's a boss ride. You have several palaces, and in future installments of the X series, a dedicated palace area will be dedicated to fighting all the bosses in a row. This one is being an homage to Mega Man 1, or not the game, but that section. Basically, you'll fight. There's not a boss rush like for one specific room for it. You're gonna fight them over the various three Sigma castles, or Sigma palaces. I don't know what they're called. Like Sigma fortresses, I guess would be the proper term. So it's not like one order you have to fight them another. You will have to fight I think at least 2 in a row. I want to say so, and it could be difficult. It's difficult. So again, preparation is the key with X. Take full advantage of the game's, upgrade system. Unless you're really good at this game, watching low percent runs in this game is so much fun to see because that's where the skill comes involved. Like me, I kind of just cheated out the AI a little bit. I pretty much manipulated the AI. That's not how. I don't think that's how a speedrunner would do things. Okay, so here. KUWANGER. Oops. A little far. There we go. There we go. So now we have all our heart tanks, all the Sigma tanks. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this part of Marvelous Iggy Plays Mega Man X Buster Only. It's time to officially... Now... It's time to officially take on the final levels. Now, for those of you asking, but Iggy, if there's anybody actually watching this, but Iggy, you're not going after Hadoken, since I could go after Hadoken. But since this is a Buster only run, there's not really a point to go after the Hadoken. The Hadoken, if you don't know in this game, and there's plenty of other playthroughs that get it, that are full, complete playthroughs versus just me, what I'm trying to do. The Hadoken is a secret move that you can get in Armored Armadillo stage. I'm not going to go over how long because it's kind of tedious to explain. It's better to go watch a video on it. But basically, after a certain number of tries in Armored Armadillo stage, there's a 5th light capsule that will appear right above the boss door for it. And he's dressed like Ryu from Street Fighter. And of course, since this is a Capcom game, it basically allows you to get Hadoken. Now you might be asking yourself, but what's so special about the Hadoken? It allows you to one-shot virtually every single boss in this game, which is why speedrunners use it. They try to get that one as quick as possible. You need to have full sub... There's a lot of requirements for it. They're all online. You can go look them up. But I won't be doing that because since this is a Buster-only run, the run's invalid if I fight any of the Mavericks, kill any of the Mavericks with a Hadoken. Although, it is really cool to do it, especially if you can pull off a quarter circle motion. Now, I can't do that on, say, a D-pad, but because the Wii U Pro Controller has a control analog stick, and I can do it that way, but we're not going to do that. So, that's going to do it for this episode of Marvelous Iggy Plays Mega Man X Buster Only Run. When we come back, we're going to take on